Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Faith Storms. I am a licensed social worker therapist, and today's topic is communication. And this is just going to be a fairly short little video. Communication is really, really important for all of us, all the time, every day. And I have, over the years, I've had many people kind of say, "Oh, I can't really communicate," or "I don't know how." And, or they feel very anxious about communication and they feel they're very anxious about socializing and trying to connect with people and so forth. And I tell them, first of all, I tell them the good news is everything is learned. As human beings, we have only a couple of instincts that are like inborn. Everything we learn is everything we know to do is learned. So all communication is learned, all social behavior is learned, all relationship behavior is learned. It's not like you come to this world knowing how to communicate or how to have a friend or how to have a good relationship with anybody. You don't. You learn these things. Now, sometimes people have not had good early learning because they didn't see it. They didn't see it modeled, it wasn't in their families, and stuff like that. But just because you haven't learned how to do something doesn't mean you can't. We are all capable of learning new things, so we're all capable of learning how to have a conversation and how to connect with someone and how to communicate. So, just a couple of basic tips when you're trying to communicate with somebody. First of all, you want to take a little bit of time and be in a calm, settled place. If you're trying to communicate and you're super anxious or hyped up or agitated or upset in some way, it's going to complicate the communication. It's going to make it much more difficult because all of that emotion that you're having in the moment is going to possibly cloud the communication you're trying to have, especially if the feelings you're going through are not about what you're trying to communicate about. It's going to make it really messy. So calm down, settle yourself, and take at least a couple of minutes. Just like, what do I want to communicate? Get clear yourself about what you're trying to express to this other person. I always tell people, like, write down notes. If especially if it's an important conversation or important to you, write yourself some notes. Like, don't try to just wing it, especially if you're more introverted like I am. That's not going to go well. I like to make notes before meetings, before things I want to talk to somebody about. It helps me to get clear, like, so that I know what I want to say and I can refer to them and make sure that I've covered what I wanted to. So calm yourself, make some notes. When you communicate, use I statements. Like, I think this about this thing, or I feel upset about what happened the other day and I want us to talk about it, or I felt left out when you didn't include me in that event the other day, etc. Use I statements. I feel statements, or I would like us to handle it differently next time. Here's what I'd like us to do. Here's what would work for me. Do not use you statements. Do not start a statement by you always, you never. You, not good. Um, keep the discussion specific on and as behavioral as possible. So do not try to tell somebody why they did what they did. Don't talk about motivation because you do not know what motivated them. You do not know what they were thinking about when they did or said whatever. But you do know what they said or what they did. So you can say, I'm upset about the words you spoke to me yesterday. You can't say, or I would suggest do not say, you were so mean yesterday. Well, maybe they weren't trying to be mean, and then they're just going to argue with you. But you can say, my feelings were really hurt when you said blank to me, because that's what they said. So be specific, be behavioral, use I statements, be as calm as possible. And this all just takes practice. You can learn to do these things. And as you do this, it helps everything become more clear. So there we go. Let's just keep it as simple as that. There's some other things with communication maybe I'll cover another time, but that's a great start. So just practice that. The next time you want to talk to someone, do your best to be calm before you speak to them. Think about what you want to say before you say it. Maybe even write some notes ahead of time. And also tell them how you would like to better resolve it, like how you'd like to handle it the next time. Don't wait for them to figure it out. Don't wait for them to try to read your mind. No, don't do that. Simply just figure out ahead of time what you would like and then tell them. All right. Well, good luck with that. And I will see you all next time.